Good morning, everyone. It is I, Gina Louisa, here once again to do my daily cards. Today is July the 15th of 2025. And I've shuffled and I've prayed and shuffled and prayed, Lord, what do I need to know? And Lord, what needs to show? And I'm going to get right to this. Ooh. Temperance. Temperance. Clarified by the Hanged Man, of course. Wow. And what I get from these two cards, what this means to me. And when I say, okay, and I'm going to put a little disclaimer. So yesterday, remember when I said, I go by what I think rather than what the book says. And that's just for my own energy cards in the morning. But yesterday, what I did off camera though, I asked a specific question to the deck, to the universe, to God. And I put out the cards, and then I read directly from the book the answers. That was so incredible, because then it wasn't coming. I got chills just thinking about what happened last night. It was so wow. I asked a question, and the answers came right to me. So that was incredible. I might do that on camera one of these days. But that was private. That was just for me. But wow, how clear a message I got. Temperance. And temperance, is about balancing everything you feel, you are, you can be, you see? It's about wielding all of those energies of the universe in a very balanced, directed, fair, and good way. You know? And in this one, because it's above the Hanged Man, so I'm thinking it's because the Hanged Man, it's basically my life. It's a life of introspection. It's a pretty much of a different perspective than what everybody else has got on things. You go through life looking at things in a different way. To temper one's mettle, as it were. I am in this world to be the Damascus steel. Each year is like a fold of the steel that pounds, And after 40 folds of this, quite the sword, quite the tempered metal, and it's tempered in introspection. You see. And this is what's beneath me. Wow, I have tempered my metal through introspection. Let's see what's above me. The Ten of Wands. You carry the burden. You carry the burden of all of the energies. Not difficultly, it's what you do. You carry that burden. Boy, you've got to carry that weight a long time, right? Because as you step into the bleakness with the weight on your back, look what you leave behind. Oh, you leave behind green and lush abundance. And look at the critters all looking at you. They want to be right there in your steps. That's why we carry that weight. And I'll carry that weight. Yep, it doesn't scare me. I'll take those steps with all that energy and carry it right into the future to bring abundance and green lushness where there was once bleakness. Let's clarify with what's the very next card. Oh, yes, justice, exactly. That's what I'm bringing into the world. Blind justice. It is what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. And it is what it is, and it is what it is as it is. Blind justice. Because it's only fair, right? In introspection. Wow, this is an amazing temperance and introspection. And carrying that weight of the world, all the energy, very well, to turn bleakness into abundance. As justice. Truth brought into the world. Justice. Wow. All things brought to fruition. Justice. It's truth being seen. Justice. Restitution and accountability. Justice. I love the word accountability. Let's see what I cut to. The Ace of Wands. And there's that energy. See, because not only am I carrying all of these energies and stepping, but I'm given endless energy. It's my gift. It's the energy that carries the energies, you see? Because yes, he has all these energies upon his back and he's carrying them. But it takes energy to do this. And my energy comes from God, from the universe. Ace of Wands. It's like a gift. It's a gift of endless energy. Something fast moving, right? But I say, and they say fast moving, but steady in the wands. Steady, fast moving. I guess swords, how they cut. True. I say swords cut true. Might not take, maybe a sharp sword will cut swiftly. But we're talking wands here. And wands are like just holding that up. Let's see when we clarify. Because that was at the top of what I cut. Let's see the bottom of what I cut here. Let me move this out of the way. Oh my goodness. The 3 of Swords. I'm trying to get my deck straight, excuse me, please, while I put the rest of the deck aside so I don't knock it all over the place. There we go. So the 3 of Swords, speaking of swords, which I just was speaking of, they are those things that have filled your heart, okay? This heart. And people will say it's, that they stab it right through the heart, and it's a heavy heart, and it's those things that they do. They stab right through your heart. These truths. These are undeniable truths. This way, that way, and straight down the middle. These are, no matter which way, they are those things in your heart that eye of very truth. No, this heart is not all decrepit looking and dead. This heart is instead, do you see how it still shines from the center? These swords did not kill this heart, but have awakened it. For a heart that doesn't feel, is that a heart? Hearts feel, that's what they do. Truths in a heart, that makes a real person. Without the swords of truth in one's heart, what are you? You're empty. This is a heart that's filled with deep, deep truths. And this is my gift. The energy of I am justice. I am that deep truth. I will carry that weight a long time. Let's see what my aunt needs to learn. Yes, I am the spirit of the woods. The goddess of the earth now returned to the earth. The shifting of power that was caused by her birth, right? Go listen to my poetry. I read it all out for you. Let me see what's at the top. Oh, yeah. My thought. And this is what this is. This is a high perspective. Seeing things through this eyes and this eyes with open ears. Is seeing and hearing. And yet having random, almost chaotic, but precise in a way. The artisticness. It's jumbled, random flow of I call it also a twin flame energy, you know. This reminds me of actually my I used to actually call this card my pen pal, my twin flame sort of person, you know, because it very much reminds me of the energy of this person, which is so funny that this happens to come out. The spirit of the woods, the spirit of Thoth. That twin flame energy, yeah? The balance between the bleak and the lush. The balance between the ancient wisdoms and that brand new zest for life. I'm going to see what I cut to this morning. Oh, wow. This is my finger on my coffee cup. After I drew the view from a window, which was the furthest perspective, I drew the closest perspective, which was my own finger on my own coffee cup. Kind of like this. There's the coffee cup. Right? The finger on the coffee cup. There. My finger. Closest perspective. And you know, this was a strange one to draw because you really can't see much. You just have to shade where you see shades and draw what you see. You don't, and nothing really looks like anything until you step back and look at it. It's really what it is. It's just taking what's there and conveying it. Such is my life. The closest perspective I give you of myself. My very crazy energies, my very thoughts, my very feelings. The closest perspective. And I bring you along on my twin flame journey now. As I realize that, it explains everything that I am. It does. It explains everything that I am. I love you all. I'm laughing. I'll do some explanations in the alchemy this morning. I love you all. I share everything I am with you because I love you. And I'll see you in the morning.